Oh, looks like it works on the phone for Eric.
Oh, driving.
Eric, don't tell me you're driving. Thanks for going on, but don't tell me you're driving.
I'm in my car. I'm not driving. It's parked, actually. Really beautiful. Let me see if I can flip this around. Oh, yeah. Outside a Doubletree Hilton. In the far south side of
Aren't those your favorite hotels, Andrew?
Doubletrees?
Yeah, I seem to recall that when we were doing the imprint tour, that's where you preferred to book.
Oh my God. Well, I will say they serve you a warm cookie upon check-in, so maybe that's why.
I never got a warm cookie.
You think I can I'll just go check.
Demand your money back. Walk in there right now, Eric, and ask for a warm cookie.
I'll see what I can do. But I have about half an hour on my lunch break.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Well, hello, everybody who's tuning in. Welcome to our latest coffee break.
It's a crossover.
It's a crossover edition. We've got Micah and Laura and Eric in his car and Pam from Millennial, for anyone who doesn't know.
I gotta say, I'm excited. This is the first thing I've ever done that's been branded Millennial.
What are you waiting for?
Your whole life isn't branded Millennial.
Aren't you in our Facebook group?
I finally made it, and I am in the Facebook group, I guess. But in terms of broadcasts, so it's nice to finally meet the Millennial hosts. I'm excited. I've heard good things about this show.
Should just have Eric do our pitch.
Eric, you're free to say whatever you would like now. You don't have to worry about cursing or political views or anything like that. It's all out in the open now.
That is the great thing about this brand is we can literally say whatever the hell we want.
Nice.
Micah attacked Trump yesterday on the phone, and he was like, I need to come on Millennial and say that.
He's the biggest April Fool's joke there is.
So funny.
Yep. His entire first term. Micah, what are you drinking?
Oh, it's iced tea. Don't worry.
Oh, it looks like
it's only 3 o'clock. It's only 3 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I'm having some literal coffee for our coffee break.
I feel like I already had too much coffee, so I had to switch over to sparkling water. Tone it down a bit.
What flavor?
Lemon.
Oh, Pam and Laura just disappeared. That's weird. Why? How did both of them
Welcome
just
to
drop?
MuggleCast.
All right. Internet has been
Woo.
just lost. The internet just went out in Atlanta and California simultaneously. I'm just going to post on Twitter here. Micah, you saw something on J.K. Rowling's Twitter account this morning. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I actually, one of my coworkers sent it to me because it's very, very similar to a series that we launched at my work. The program we launched at work is actually called If You Have Kids to Stay Active and Healthy During This Time. But J.K. Rowling, apparently riffing off of this idea, launched Potter at Home. Harry Potter at Home.
Harry Potter at Home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying she got her idea from the junior NBA?
It's quite possible. I mean, she is spending a lot of time online now.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if.
But I actually like this. I think it's really, really cool. The first book is available for free. So Sorcerer's Stone is available for free on audiobook.
Yeah, but it's a Stephen Fry version.
Andrew, that's the real version, though.
Is it?
Yeah, we have to kind of come to terms with the fact that a real British person narrating a real British author of characters that are British is probably a little bit more authentic than our beloved and unfailing Jim Dale.
Mm-hmm. I was always confused why they did two versions of the audiobook anyway. Yeah. They did. There were some differences, right, in the words used in the Harry Potter books, but they used two British people to narrate it, so it seems kind of backwards to do two different audiobooks.
Andrew, do you remember when we met Jim Dale in Dallas?
Yes, I do remember that.
What convention was that? Portis.
Yeah. That was an impressive get. I mean, Jim Dale. Well, especially these days. I'm sure. How old is Jim Dale?
He's got to be in his 80s.
Yeah, he's probably not interested in being on
wow.
84. Wow.
No
Probably not
kidding.
interested in being on the convention circuit.
But I have a signed Sorcerer's Stone audiobook from him somewhere. I have to find it.
Very cool.
But yeah, wasn't there another really great convention going on at the same time that we were there, Andrew?
Oh, there was some religious convention happening at the same time. Yeah, there was like a church built within the hotel just for that convention.
I remember that.
There were so many. That used to happen a lot. The Southern Baptist conventions, like National Conference, we must have bumped into them. I know we did at Terminus in Chicago, at the Hilton. But yeah, there were a couple of times where those conventions were very nice, very ornate hats were everywhere, but the people were not very friendly to Harry Potter people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Workout Goonie, what a name, just said, where is Pam and Laura? So they're trying to get back in right now, but they're getting errors. There's some sort of streaming error. And I'm like trying to trying to have StreamYard generate the YouTube link for me. And it worked that time.
It's because they
they're
talked
trying-
about Trump. And he just has
You
like a
did.
button that I know I did, but we're actually close.
They're trying to get back in. They're trying to get back in. I'm not sure what's wrong. I guess it's something with StreamYard.
This is a current view of our government political system. Overwhelmingly white, male.
Yes.
This is the mirror. I'm holding up a mirror to America.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
This is where the power is.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say.
Gabriella said, "What is that cover in Andrew's T-shirt?" So I'm very hip and cool. So I have this T-shirt that just has a cover of National Geographic on it and says "Our National Parks." Yeah, and it supported the national parks actually in America. I've got it.
I thought I was.
Go ahead.
I
came
I
from
thought I
Stitch
was going to
Fix.
see Joe Exotic on it.
I would wear a shirt with Joe Exotic on it. No, but this was from Stitch Fix.
What are the 5 things that you would say that people need to know about Tiger King airing currently on Netflix? If you had to distill it down to like 5, like what do I need to know before I start watching it?
There's tigers, there's polygamy, there's gays, there's murder, and what can be a 5th thing? Micah.
No, that's actually a really great synopsis that you just gave.
Yeah, it's like the best show I've ever seen.
Get some snacks and some booze and just kick it for
Is it
5 or 6
legal?
hours.
Is it legal what they're doing with the tigers?
Is it legal? They are allowed to have them in captivity. Yes.
Ah.
Are they allowed to kill them, which has been some of what's documented in Tiger King? No.
Is there animal cruelty?
Yes, it can be a bit of a difficult watch.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does Andrew have a sign that says Springsteen in the background? I'll just leave that up to your imagination. That poster can mean whatever you want it to mean.
Yeah, spring has sprung, and spring has also steamed. As a matter of fact, I've been to his apartment where it said Winterstein as well. So
Yes, it does change. It's like Animal Crossing. The trees change and everything changes.
Summerstein is coming soon as well.
Yeah, I'm working on that poster
In
now.
June.
Yeah, I liked this one from Sydney too. With all due respect, Micah has the most wonderful smile ever. I mean, come on. I agree with that, Sydney.
Thank you. Thanks, Sydney.
$1 million smile right there.
My curtain pants, yes, Andre, they are back. Those may or may not be Laura's. Oh, Eric, I don't think you were here for this, were you?
Your pants?
Well, apparently my curtains behind me look like a pair of pants.
Oh,
And so we got into the whole Laura pants story from
well, on my I see. Yeah, no, on my stream I see the Millennial MuggleCast watermark, and it's covering the curtains, the view of the curtains.
Got it.
But I see it. Yeah, I'm so glad Laura got her pants back.
She's lost them a lot.
Pam and Laura continue to try, but they've been kicked out. It's really bizarre.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying on my own browsers as well.
I don't know. I
but-
kind of think it's bullshit that they're saying they can't get through. They think they just like, I really don't want to do this at 3
If
o'clock.
we've learned one thing from this administration, it's that women lie. Absolutely.
Oh, stop it.
Stop it.
Say you're joking.
get
Why
us
would
in
you even
trouble.
say that?
I am absolutely. I would never.
This is why
say
we don't
that.
invite Eric to live events.
I'm
because
Watch
he
the
would-
live
liberal
comments
person.
now,
I'm the
just-
most liberal person. Come on, it's not. Yeah.
You're low, Eric, by the way. Like
No.
volume. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that.
I can probably talk louder.
Well, that's a little
That's-
better now that
That's a
you're
little
closer.
better. Yep.
I would see that. How about now?
Were you covering it?
Oh, that's.
Oh, Laura's
no.
back in.
Yay!
Hey.
Firefox worked.
Oh, good.
What
Well,
the fuck?
see, I'm trying in a incognito window right now, and I'm getting that error too. I think StreamYard is having some problems right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. I'm pretty triggered that you booted myself and Pam, the only women who are part of this podcasting empire.
And you would not believe what Eric just said about women, so I'm glad you weren't here for that moment. So.
Oh my God. Eric, are you not woke anymore?
No, let me assure you, I am woke. I am woke. I said the chat was like holding up a mirror to America about who's in power, all white males. And then I said women lie. Because they were saying that it was probably, I said, if we learned anything from this administration, it's that women lie. And that was because Andrew and Micah were saying that they don't believe that you couldn't get in.
Oh, that's better.
Yep.
So
Pam
anyway.
and I coordinated to have browser failures at the same time. Just like Hillary and that damn email server.
I thought,
Was my
Laura,
audio
honestly,
very low before?
it was the
It's different. It's louder now.
Trump conversation.
I'm on-
Just as soon as you mentioned him, you disappeared.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
just go ahead.
Anyway, enough Trump
Harry-
talk.
Harry
Aren't we
Potter
here
at
to-
home.
Are we here to? Yes, Harry Potter. Well, did you guys see? J.K. Rowling decided to celebrate Fred and George's weddings, or not weddings, birthdays.
I was about to say, I don't think Fred got married.
Here it is. Look at this.
Oh.
Happy.
that's cool.
Can you see that? Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Fred, Gred,
Gred.
and Forge. And she's been tweeting a lot lately. If we take a look at Eric, you pointed out a significant tweet the other day. Oh, here we go.
Hmm.
Somebody asked, what has she been up to? She said, let's see. So far, I've done loads of writing, chatted to friends digitally, baked cakes, reorganized my bookshelves, forced my teenage kids to play board games with me, and set them books to read, played with the dogs, and came back to Twitter, which I thought I'd left forever. So there's the confirmation we needed that J.K. Rowling definitely did swear off Twitter for a little while.
She wasn't wrong though. Twitter, you know, I have my own feelings about much of what J.K. Rowling has chosen to put into the world recently, but Twitter is a cesspit, and I don't blame people when they decide to leave it.
Yes, I agree with that.
Right.
A lot of questions coming in about Eric's location right now. Why is Eric in the car? He's on his lunch break.
I'm on my lunch break. I am an essential service. I am providing an essential service according to my company and their company and their company, all the way up. Companies all the way up. And
Pam!
I'm on my lunch break.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You guys ran out of
Thanks.
excuses. You had to come back.
So as soon as we accused you guys of discriminating against women, that's when everything started working. so-
Discrimination,
And
getting an
What
error,
were the other questions?
whatever.
You're getting really comfortable with those like Trumpian
Did you say
gesticulations.
more questions?
Fake news.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
Eric,
start
you're on a
going like
delay or
this.
something. But yeah, so if anybody has questions for us about anything,
Oh, you know what's interesting? I can't hear Andrew talking.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think
I
you're
see
having.
his mouth moving, but I don't
Okay.
hear anything.
I think it's your connection.
What happened? Everybody else hears him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't hear Laura either.
Oh,
All right, I'm
no.
putting him on mute for now. So he's on a delay.
Enjoy your lunch, Eric.
Yeah, Eric is on his lunch break, so he decided to.
Oh.
And now
Aw.
now he
Oh,
left.
made him mad.
J.K. Rowling's tweet will take his place. There we go. Eric's been replaced. So if you have any questions for us about anything, you can just submit them via the YouTube comments, and we will get to them. Amanda asked an important question. Micah,
No.
is that whiskey? No?
I wish, but it is only 3:15 here in New York, so I have a couple more hours of work ahead of me, so I can't get into that just yet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let that stop you. They're not gonna know.
That's true. But if they're watching right now, trying to
That's
get
true.
the numbers up, more subscribers for the podcast.
That's true. Welcome back, Eric.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, I can hear you guys now. That was weird.
I like how you were like, it's just Andrew I can't hear, but it was actually everyone.
It's everyone.
Well, except I could hear Pam.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I could only hear the most recent addition to the chat.
There we go.
Here's a fun question. Oh, wait, not that question. Gabriella, are you sleeping more now that you're at home? I don't know who that's for. Maybe Micah?
Mm.
Who's sleeping more? Anyone?
Not any more than
really.
usual.
No.
But Micah and Laura, you don't have a commute anymore right now.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. My commute's not that long though, so
Mhm.
really what I'm saving is getting ready time. It takes me longer to get ready in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. Meanwhile, I haven't showered all day or really gotten dressed. So,
Gross.
Me neither.
but to answer the question about the commute, yeah, it's great. Like I just literally get out of bed and sit down and open up the computer, which is a lot better than having to commute into the city every day.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see like how this impacts commuting moving forward.
Yeah.
Months from now, if people just make the decision to work from home more permanent.
I feel like it has made the joke that we always hear about or maybe Micah, this is probably something you've experienced where you walk out of a meeting and you're like, oh, just survived another meeting that could have been an email.
Yeah.
And this makes that so evident how true
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, spoiler
I think there's
alert,
a
it all
careful
could have been an
balance,
email.
though.
Yes, exactly, Eric. Yeah, it could have been.
I think about this a lot, even before coronavirus, because sometimes people make you get on a call for absolutely no reason. I'm just like, and my theory is they just need to act like they're doing something. They're like being productive. So they schedule these meetings and then they're like freaking 5 minutes long. And I'm like, why did I stop everything I was doing so I could listen, so I could listen to you and instead of listening to music or whatever. It's frustrating.
Well, shout out to Weird Tigger, who said she's making banana bread. I have a banana right here for lunch.
Perfect. Why don't you give that banana to her? Never mind.
That
That didn't sound right.
No,
Never
that
mind.
did
We're
not
moving
sound
on. Tried any new recipes? We've definitely been experimenting a little bit more in the kitchen, but yeah, no.
That also sounds a little messy.
Now Laura,
You
now
can-
Pam sounds like a robot. Is it just me?
Everybody sounds like a robot.
Gosh darn it! StreamYard is acting
just
up today.
Too many people hanging out with us today.
No, that's not it.
It's just we're bringing the internet to its knees.
I know.
That's one more thing millennials are ruining.
People in the chat, let us know if it sounds bad to you. If it doesn't, we can just forge on and ignore it. Oh, no. Somebody heard it. Demon voice. Yep, it's a demon voice. I think it stopped.
Is it done?
Maybe?
Oh no, Laura sounds
Nope,
like a
it's not.
robot to me.
Oh, fuck.
No, Laura, you sound fine.
Well,
This is like a bug. It's a glitch. Like StreamYard is carrying. It's not COVID-19, but it's another bug that we get from each other.
well, maybe StreamYard's infected. It's possible.
Somebody asked if that was my dog behind me, and yes, that's her, and I think she's licking the chair.
Putting
Stop
on a
licking
show.
the chair.
Putting on the little show.
She's just staring at you now.
Yep. She knows she's not supposed to do that. Anytime she starts doing that, Mark will be like, Canella, you're licking the damn couch. Stop it.
Well, what's on the couch that she's licking?
It's just a thing she does. There's nothing on there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's an anxiety behavior. I don't know.
Would wizards quarantine in a pandemic, or would they go to the beach instead?
They would cast Scourgify on themselves before and after going out to public places, but they would probably still go out to public places.
Does the invisibility cloak, I wonder, act like an N95 mask? Does it shield you from threats in the outside world?
Well, they can only catch dragon pox, right? Like they're not going to be able to get COVID. They're immune.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Yeah. Didn't J.K. Rowling say witches and wizards were immune to muggle illnesses?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Something in
Courtney
the blood.
said, what is your non-essential must-have in your workspace? Mine is this dinosaur with a succulent in it. This
That's
is my
cool.
must-have.
Mine is a candle that smells really good. And actually, this is one that...
Like goats?
So mine smells like pumpkin juice.
Oh, yeah. I have.
Hey, here's that candle.
Had a listener send these to us, and it smells really good.
Yeah. The same thing here. Can people see? With Aberforth on
One
one
I'll feature
side.
you.
There's Aberforth, and there is the goat, who looks a little bit
In distress.
in distress. Yeah. I'm not sure what's happening, but Aberforth's hands are not visible. So,
I like how you noticed that.
but there's also really great video. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter. That was actually sent through by one of our listeners, Woodpile Eye, of like goats just running around a town. I'm not sure exactly where this is.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
In Londonderry. I don't know where that is. Let me look this up right now.
You just said London.
No, it's not London.
In London? I don't know where that is.
No, it's like
London, no.
Llandudno.
Oh, okay.
It's in Wales. Okay.
Oh.
Somebody probably knows how to pronounce that a lot better than I do.
V
Is it
said,
the
what's
police officers?
on Eric's shirt?
This is, I'll give you a tour of my shirt. All right.
Oh.
It is
Don't go too low.
Truth. Can you feature me? The truth
Yes.
is
Yeah, we
out
got you.
there.
Oh, it's Mulder
It's,
and Scully.
Mulder and Scully. Truth, what? I don't, yeah. Truth is out there. So, X-Files.
That's a very Eric shirt.
Got it at a thrift store. Remember thrift stores, you guys? Here's the real concern for me. Following COVID, are people going to patronize thrift stores still? You know, have somebody else's clothing. You don't know what home it came from. You don't know any of that.
Well, but the virus doesn't live forever on the shirt, though. I mean, it'll die
That's
out in
true.
a few days, won't it? So,
But I got that this was such a great find at a thrift store, and I get sad when I think about the possibilities that of lost business for that kind of a thing, because thrift shops are awesome.
Laura Canella isn't the only one who behaves like that. Vicky said, my dog loves to lick my living room carpet. There are literally bald spots now. And Sarah said,
Wow.
my dog licks the carpet and the couch all the time.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
I think it's anxiety. I think it's like, I'm bored, I'm anxious, I'm just going to lick something.
I'm just going to lick something. Another non-essential for me working from anywhere is I just love these flavored seltzer waters like LaCroix and the Costco ripoff. It's a nice, we mentioned this on Millennial, it's just like a nice afternoon,
Break.
break's not the right word, treat, afternoon
Indulgence.
treat. Indulgence.
Treat is a good word.
Indulgence. Very decadent.
it's-
Very decadent.
And there's no
And-
guilt.
Andrew, I have a recommendation for you. There's definitely no guilt because I'm doing the sparkling water thing too. Aha, sparkling water.
I've heard about that.
I've seen it at Jewel mostly, but I've also seen it at Walmart. Aha, and this one is blueberry pomegranate.
Wow, fancy.
it's such a strong blueberry flavor. You would think it would be awful for sparkling water, but it's not. It's great.
And same thing like the other ones, no calories, no sugar, no sodium.
Yep. Same as the other ones. And thank God it's not spiked, because that's a whole
Not yet.
cultural thing.
Not yet.
These days I go for sparkling water, and I have to make sure it's not hard sparkling water.
Mm-hmm.
Friggin' White Claw culture.
Jasmine said, "Are all these Yeti mics? Are y'all sponsored by Blue Microphones? We wish.
I wish
should
we
be.
were.
We love the Blue
Yeah.
microphones.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I went into Best Buy
That
the other
microphone was
day.
made by Apple in Cupertino.
Best Buy now
the iPhones
advertises
say?
all the microphones for podcasting, which is something that you didn't see, 5-10 years ago, which I think is really funny. It's like Yeti, the #1 microphone for podcasters.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. I was sending somebody a link to a Yeti, and I went on Amazon to grab it, and they're sold out through like mid-April, I think,
Really?
because everybody's
Everybody's going
probably
to start a podcast.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Well, I
my-
lucked out then.
Yeah,
I
you-
just got this today. This microphone. My
Oh,
other
nice.
one was acting up. A lot
Wow,
of
you can
feedback
sell it
and
on the
static.
black market.
Yeah.
It's
I
funny.
would-
I've actually talked to 3 separate people in the last 2 to 3 weeks who've mentioned they're thinking of starting a podcast.
Yeah, it's like it's the
You
thing
got to
do
find
now at
something to
home.
fill the time.
Good luck.
That's true.
Amazon
I'm
says
glad
they're
we
out
got
of
in
stock
under the
till May
curve.
8th.
Hmm.
Yeti Nano, that's the one that Pam has. That's still in stock if anybody wants to start their own podcast right now.
It's great. Super portable, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I got Mark one of those for Christmas. He hasn't opened it yet.
Oh,
Great gift.
what's he
then,
waiting
Laura.
for?
I don't know.
I have another one too, just in case anything goes wrong. I've got this little baby backup. Little pro tip though: if you bring this on a plane, take it out in advance.
Oh my
'cause they're gonna
God.
think it's a bomb.
Please do.
Yeah.
Or don't and send us the video of what happens.
Well, and of course, what happens now is that so I take it out, and then one time a TSA agent asked me like, "Oh, what do you do with this?" I'm like, "I podcast." He's like, "Oh, what's your podcast? I'll check it out." It's like I do MuggleCast. It's a Harry Potter one, and the guy's like, J.R.R. Tolkien, right? I'm like, no, J.K. Rowling.
So close. So close.
Did I ever tell y'all what happened when this wasn't when we went to Chicago. We were going to DC a couple of years ago, and Mark was like waiting on his new ID and like the adventure that we had getting through TSA.
No.
Okay,
Mm.
so this is a fucking story, y'all. So,
Laura, let me stop you right there just to say goodbye
Yeah.
to everybody because I gotta
Oh,
go back to work.
Oh,
bye,
All
It was
right.
really
Eric.
lovely talking
Bye.
to you.
Oh.
I'll see you
Good
guys
seeing
later.
you.
Bye, Eric.
I'm
See you.
excited. This was my first millennial, so thank you so much. thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Laura,
Can you
Laura,
guys
what-
tell how he's
Eric-
getting to be a millennial?
yeah. I was gonna say either that or Eric doesn't give a shit about your story and
He
just wants
doesn't.
to leave.
He wanted to make sure to make a grand exit. But anyway, so like 6 months before we went on this trip to DC, we had gone on a punk rock cruise to the Caribbean. And because we did that, we either needed to have passports or copies of our birth certificates, long form, of course. And we didn't have our passports were expired. So we got copies of our birth certificates. Here in Georgia, when you get a new driver's license, the state issues you a paper license that's temporary, and then they mail you your permanent license. Well, he had gotten his paper license. We were still waiting on the permanent one. For some reason, the Atlanta airport will not accept the paper license that is given to you by the state as valid identification.
Mm.
So you have to bring like a backup form of ID. And I was like, "Oh, great. Well, we have our birth certificate. So just bring your birth certificate. That should be fine." Well, we get to the front of the line. He hands everything he hands everything to the TSA agent. She looks at it really weird, looks at him, looks back at it, and then is like, "Okay, follow me." And she like leads us through and takes us to the front of the line, and he has to do some special security shit. And then we get through and he's taking all the stuff back and he's like, "I wonder why she was so weird about that." And he realized it was because he had my birth certificate.
Ooh.
But somehow the lady was just like, okay. And I was like,
Damn.
wow, that makes me feel very secure.
Yeah, it's TSA. I try not to think about this, but TSA is just such a it's
know.
smoke and
Wow.
mirrors. They don't
Yeah.
do anything. You ever look at those people who are watching the scanner, like looking at your
Yeah.
baggage as it goes through the scanner? Their eyes must understandably glaze over looking at these scans for hours a day. And I guess they take regular breaks because you see them switch a lot, but I don't know. I don't trust them. No offense, TSA agents.
Well, I
but
think, they're routinely doing checks on TSA and don't like some ridiculously high number of the fake bombs and prohibited items they put through get passed.
Wow.
wouldn't surprise
I'm
me.
sure they
Yeah.
do.
I mean, Laura, you're lucky. If J.K. Rowling was that TSA agent, Mark never would have gotten through.
No. And yeah, she would have been like, excuse me.
It's not the gender that is most surprising. It's that I'm sure they have your race down on your birth certificate, right? So
Yeah.
like kind of nice if she was just going to accept that Mark was a woman, or used to
A
be
white woman.
but a white woman.
He went Michael
I
Jackson.
know you can do some things. I don't think you can do that yet. I don't
He
know.
pulled a Rachel Dolezal and decided that he was transracial.
Right. Or maybe she was just worried like somebody had yelled at her before for questioning.
Maybe.
and-
Here's
Yeah.
a comforting comment from Jenna. I once got a decent kitchen knife on a domestic flight! Exclamation point.
Wow. Okay.
Oh
Great.
my god. Meanwhile, I get paranoid about tweezers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
Because you don't
am I
want to be
supposed
pulled
to bring
aside.
this in? I could stab somebody with tweezers if I needed to.
I accidentally got a joint on a plane once.
That's really funny.
Accidentally.
No, so I had like had it in my backpack at
Mm.
school, and then actually I went to visit you in LA, Andrew, and got all the way to LA, came all the way back to Maryland where I was living at the time, and it wasn't until I got home and I opened that zipper of the bag that I realized the joint had been in there the entire time. Two
Meanwhile,
cross-country flights.
Don't try and get any water on the plane.
Right.
Right.
Joints are fine though.
Yeah.
Or sunscreen, like aerosol sunscreen.
Yeah.
Yep. Any kind of spray. Forget it.
Yeah. I'm concerned about renewing my TSA pre-check and global entry. I think I might have told you this, but I'm coming up due to renew it. And of course, our great Department of Homeland Security and current administration put basically a lockdown on New Yorkers for renewing any sort of travel enhancing procedures because of what they considered to be a sanctuary city here in New York. So they're like, well, because you're allowing illegal immigrants into your city and giving them driver's licenses, we're not going to allow New Yorkers to renew their TSA pre-check, global entry, or anything like that.
I wonder if they're doing the same in California because God knows they hate us over here for, having multiple sanctuary cities as well.
Right.
So
Here's an important question. Also, this one's from V. Why is there an Amazon box in the background of your room, Laura?
Yeah,
Because
Laura.
she's a slob.
Yeah. We got
Don't worry,
Yeah.
it
We
came
probably
before
got-
Corona.
Yeah, it was before Corona. Yeah, we got something delivered in the box. Like we recycle, and we just haven't taken the box out yet.
Is
Thank you for the
coronavirus
reminder.
stopping anybody from getting packages? Laura asked me this the other night, but it's not stopping me. Not that I'm ordering more right now, but I'm not.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
mean-
something comes in the mail, I'm gonna take it.
yeah.
Yeah, agree. I mean, that's honestly the only thing I see driving around here now is like FedEx and UPS and all those trucks. Very rarely see other cars or trucks going down the street, but
Mhm.
I
I'm
think
more-
everyone probably has like like a procedure, right, for how they receive boxes now. Like, are people like
gloves on?
unpacking it out on the porch and like throwing the box away immediately?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that. I'm more concerned about getting takeout and bringing it, having it delivered, or going to get it myself. Because
Or
there's
just get
people
hot food.
preparing this food and they
Yeah.
could be coughing into it. It could be airborne germs at Chipotle, and I don't know.
Well, I mean, the temperature should kill the virus. If you know,
Should it?
Yeah.
Take that with a grain of salt, everyone.
Mhm.
don't
Well,
listen to Mike.
high
unnecessarily.
temperature. No, yeah, that's why you're good on the hot food front. I wouldn't I would shy away from the colder foods.
Damn.
Yep.
Gonna ask-
COVID lives in your freezer.
I'm gonna ask Chipotle to microwave my lettuce to make sure it's nice and hot.
Gross.
Yeah, please.
Safe to eat.
Yeah, this is by no means medical advice, so don't
No,
take
but I
what
feel
we're
like
saying seriously.
I read an article in the Atlantic that was talking about how takeout food that's hot and prepared is probably okay. Like you would run more of a risk of like you yourself infecting the delivery person because they're coming to, you know,
Mm.
a place that could be infected.
Yeah.
But like don't order a salad, which is basically what
Right.
Micah was saying anyway. So
Right.
Mm.
Go
I
healthy.
saw-
Order pizza.
yeah, simple life.
I hear that. Freaking love some pizza.
I was
delivered.
out walking the dog earlier and an ambulance came to one of the buildings in my complex. And I was like, oh shit, what's going on? And then a fire truck pulled up and all of these dudes got out with masks on and like went into this person's apartment. And I was just like, is
Yeah.
this it?
Something
Oh
well
my
no,
God.
like something wild, like 20% of the NYPD is infected with coronavirus.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I think Chicago PD is like 14%, or the Chicago firefighters 14% of them.
Wow.
And but actually something fun out of all of this yesterday, speaking of fire trucks, Laura, I was sitting here doing work and all of a sudden I start hearing the sirens and they're getting a lot closer. And I'm like, oh shit, somebody's house is burning down on my street. And all of a sudden I'm hearing it. I'm waiting for the truck to come by. And then the truck comes by. There's like this probably like 6 or 7-year-old kid out of the house with like his parents. And they're like honking their horn, running the siren. And then like 20 cars follow this fire truck down the street. They're all honking their horns. And then I realized it's his birthday.
Oh,
this is how-
that's nice.
That's
This is how they're
really
celebrating
cute.
his birthday. There were like other kids like out of sunroofs holding up signs, and there was like a DJ who had his door open.
Oh my gosh.
It was really cool. It was really well done.
That is really cool. It probably
Aw.
gave some old person a heart attack, but
Probably.
you know,
By the way,
Yeah.
y'all's checks came today. Should we play a game where I just like open them up and read all the info to everybody? Do you guys want to receive mail? I can withhold your checks if you want
no, I'll take
you-
my money.
it. Are you
Did you-
sure?
Yeah.
Did you
Spend
douse
my
it
money.
and like spray it with Lysol?
It smells like coronavirus. I don't think I should send these.
Yeah, did you hear like a weird ask from the accountant, Andrew?
The one I told you about the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to share that.
Well, no, it's sad. I mean,
Yeah,
It is really sad.
She emailed. So I'm in charge of the business side of the podcast, and I work with an accountant. And she emailed me out of the blue, I think in the middle of March, or I guess a week or two ago now, asking about the checks for this month. She said, "Do you want me to run payroll this month?" Like, I didn't say anything to her. She just wanted to check, and that made me think that a lot of businesses are coming to her right now saying, "Hey, don't run payroll," which is really sad because coronavirus really only blew up in the past month, and already people are being so affected by this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I would have said to that?
What?
Send me my fucking check.
Send me my check. I should have replied, "F yeah, if yeah."
But yeah, no, it is really screwed up. I know a few people personally who are in that position. So
Yeah. It's I mean, everybody's affected, no matter.
Yep.
At the very beginning of this, I kind of thought like the podcast and the website would be immune, but with companies cutting their advertising spends, we're making less money on advertising right now, but we do have
Yeah.
money saved up, so nothing will change in the near term. So that's good.
yeah.
Mhm.
But we're advertisers definitely feel like they're dropping like flies though.
Yeah.
I feel like every other day we're getting one that's like,
Yep.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'd feel like this is the time for Open Fit to get out there and like promote the hell out of
Yeah.
their product. That would be one I would think would want to stay on.
I was thinking the same about like CBD oil companies taking advantage of.
Yeah.
You guys have that on
Stress.
Millennial?
No,
No.
but
I wish these guys would
Please be
sponsor.
proud of me because I ordered a bottle.
Yes, she got feels.
Yeah,
You're
we
gonna
should
feel
reach
so
out to
much
Feels
better.
and tell them that we'll take a sponsorship.
Well, they were interested, and that's why I checked them out. Then I was like, screw it, let me just get it anyway in hopes that they actually would sponsor us, and they haven't. So if they do, I would love that because Feels has been real great. And the I asked Laura because she's a CBD expert, and she said the prices from Feels were
I mean,
good,
shit,
so.
she sneaks it
That's
onto
good.
planes.
No, I seek the real stuff.
The
on
real
plane.
thing, yeah.
CBD and
Yeah.
then some. Yeah.
Andrew, V wants to know what your necklace is.
Yeah, V, those are actually my Apple headphones. I don't have a necklace on. Yeah, I like Laura. I used to use over ears like Laura is right now, but I like it mutes the outside world too much. I like to be able to hear what's going on around me. Plus myself, we can actually hear ourselves too, which when you do this for the first time, it's jarring. And some people don't like that, but I like being able to hear myself. So when I yell on air or sing on air, I can make sure I'm hitting the right notes.
I don't like
Lucky
hearing
us.
myself. I have that turned all the way down because
Yeah,
I
me
do
too.
not want to hear myself.
But you have headphones on and you have that turned off. So you can barely actually hear yourself.
I can hear myself.
But it's low. It's suppressed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't need to
Good
hear
for you.
myself.
Good for you.
Plus, I like it especially for video stuff because it means I don't have to do my hair. I
Yeah.
can just like
Oh, that's fair.
be a slob.
I like it because you look like a DJ. I'm gonna bust.
I
mine out.
feel very professional in this setup, so I think that's part of it too.
I don't think I even realized that you wear those every week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just
All
part of her now.
In the service
Yeah.
of lazy.
Oh, but you all do it on video every week, right?
Yeah.
The podcast?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I think
forgot
I'm just
about
like
that.
I'm usually just focused on your hair because I'm just obsessed with your color
Oh,
or
thank you.
your face. So
Oh, I'm obsessed with your face too.
Aw.
All right, DJ Andrews in the house. I can't even hear myself at all. This is awful. No more. DJ
As long as you can
Andrew.
hear us, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
No, I'm switching again. Bye.
All right, bye. Well, I really like these hangouts, though. Like the different things we've been doing the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice break from all the other nonsense that has been going on.
Yeah, I agree. I think as much as like I look forward to doing these, so like this does not feel like work to me. I genuinely like doing hangouts like this, and now that we have the time on our hands, it just makes sense to do more of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. Andrew, are we allowed to talk about next week at all yet?
I think we can. Oh, yeah, actually, I think that's a good idea. I wanted to tease that. So we are going to host Quizzage Live 2 next week. Day, time to be announced, probably in the evening again. Laura and I are working on the questions right now. Actually, Nora asked this question just in time. Are you going to do another Quizzage Live? The answer is yes. We're going to do it, sometime next week. And Laura and I are working on questions. They are going to be more fandom-oriented, which is really fun because I'm not going online for help. I'm just sitting here and reminiscing and thinking up questions on the fly.
Yeah.
And I think
Well,
what's also
they know who to blame now if they don't like the questions.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
Or if
a
they don't like the
question.
answer.
or they don't like the answer. Yeah.
I saw in
Last-
there that there was a question about my pants.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
did have so there's some MuggleCast questions so far, including Laura's pants question. Here's a question. Oh, okay. Yeah, so some of these that Laura's come up with, I won't borrow one of
Don't
one of
spoil.
Laura's. Well, can I share just one question?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, why not? It's a small family here right now.
You know what? If you're here right now, this is your advanced sneak peek of
Yeah,
Your
you-
bonus
is-
bonus point.
Yeah, it's like a free question. So make sure you do your research here. Here's kind of a toughie. Which one of these websites did not receive JKRowling.com's fan site award?
That's one of yours.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't want to steal one of yours. So I won't say the options, but which one of these websites did not receive jkrowling.com's fan site award?
Yeah.
Back in the day. Go ahead.
Oh, good. No, I was going to say what you're probably realizing is it's not that hard to come up with the question. It's hard to come up with the other three choices to make it a challenging, trivia question to confuse people.
Yeah. But why
Every now and then it's fun to throw a potato in there. So when I was doing so when I was doing assessment where we were like learning how to create surveys and tests and stuff that were like viable and reliable and all the things, like our instructor always referred to that one choice that's always present on a multiple choice question that's like clearly a throwaway as the potato. So that's how I've been approaching these. I'm like, each one needs a potato.
I've got one good potato. I'm really excited to read.
Hopefully it's distracting though. Like I feel like part of that is making sure that it's distracting enough to whoever's doing it that they focus on that as opposed to like clicking the answer in time. But because I think I did a couple of those last week. I know one that I remember specifically was at the end of what Ron gives Harry at the end of Chamber of Secrets when they're getting off the Hogwarts Express. And it was, he gives him his phone number, but like I threw in like a hug, a kiss, a few other things. The kiss is definitely a throwaway. Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, because V asked, what does that mean? I'm not sure what V is talking about, but just in case, Quizzitch Live is a live trivia show we played last week. It was a ton of fun, so we're going to do it again next week. It is going to be available. It's going to be open to everybody. Anybody can play, whether you're a listener or not, whether you're a patron or not, whether you like Harry Potter or not, but you should like Harry Potter if you're playing our Quizzitch. Because quiz plus Quidditch, Quizzitch.
And I think Fudge will be back next week too, right, to introduce it.
We are in negotiations with Fudge, but it's looking good so far.
We have to bump the number up now this time.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard because he's dead, so we have to contact him via Ouija board.
Yeah. Are there going to be prizes again? Yes, but I don't think they're going to be as grand as the last one because they're expensive. But we'll do like smaller prizes, I think. And I'm really looking forward to this Quizzitch because it's just going to be a fun trip down memory lane. And in between the questions, we can reminisce about these various things that we're asking about. So it's just going to be a very relaxed, fun night like the last one.
Beth has a good question as well. I don't know if you want to pull that up. Will Corona affect the distribution of the physical gift for MuggleCast patrons? Andrew, I don't know if you want to take that one.
Well, no, we hope not. I will say the printer we're trying to work with right now has been mysteriously absent, and I think it's related to coronavirus. I think business is hurting. He did tell me that it was. So we actually wanted to get our physical gift going sooner rather than later because we're ready to order them now. But he's disappeared. And so we might have to go to a new printer, which is a bummer because I've been working with this guy for a couple months and we had everything pretty much ready to go. We were just waiting on a sample. So if coronavirus affects the physical gift, it's going to be because we're searching for a new printer right now. We were ready to go, but
yeah. And the Millennial physical gift goes out later in the year, but I think it goes without saying that on both podcasts, we're going to be taking all the precautions that we can. Like if whoever's packing these things up is not feeling well, they will not pack those things up while they're sick. All of these types of things. And we'll be keeping an eye on CDC recommendations as well, whether or not they put out any recommendations for mailing parcels.
A great gift would be a face mask. Maybe we should do that.
MuggleCast
Millennial face mask.
Yeah, branded face mask. Actually, the little artwork would work pretty well for that.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, not like the show name, but all the little doodles.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Those would be good for like boxer shorts, the Millennial art.
Yeah.
We'll get those made just for you, Micah.
But the face mask, you could do like house colors.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Why is that not on wizardingworld.com yet?
Not yet. But hopefully like the stuff that we're doing now, I know that it's extra, but hopefully people are enjoying that. Not to say that it's going to take the place of the physical gift. It won't, but we're trying to come up with other things that we can do, just knowing how this is impacting everybody.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody's doing well right now. Any other questions? We're going to go for another 10 minutes or so, and then we got to get back to our work schedules.
Vicky said Millennial in partnership with MeUndies. That's closer
That's
to the
another-
mark than you would
Yeah.
think. They used to be a sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they
Really?
still were.
Nope.
Of Millennial,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard them on MuggleCast.
No.
Micah, how are your MeUndies? The MeUndies are very, very comfortable underwear.
I still have several pairs of them, and they
I
are
do
my
too.
favorite.
Yeah, they're great. I have MeUndies with peaches all over them. Kind of like the one we have in the Millennial album art.
Yeah. I have MeUndies that are glow in the dark with jellyfish on them.
Ooh, oh yeah, I have those too.
That's a cool
Those are
print.
cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You could also do a face mask based on a Death Eater mask. Yeah. A little terrifying, but yeah.
Yeah, Laura, I see a couple of comments here about Harry Potter at home. And I think you dropped when we were talking about it earlier. Not sure if you saw that yet, what J.K. Rowling announced. No. Basically, it's like Harry Potter
Okay,
at home.
talk.
Well, yeah.
I'll reveal
But
it.
anyway, Jim Dale. we were talking about Jim Dale, Andrew and I, and how we all met him in Dallas.
Hmm.
Because they're making the first the first Potter book available to everybody via audiobook on this site. So
that's
basically,
cool.
So that's cool. I wish it was Jim Dale, but beggars can't be choosers. So this is the new Harry Potter at Home website, and it's a guide for parents and children reading the Harry Potter books for the first time. Nothing that diehard Harry Potter fans would really like, but it's nice that J.K. Rowling and her team are trying to do something while everybody's stuck at home.
Yeah, that's great. I'm wondering, does anybody have that picture of us meeting Jim Dale? Because I know we took a picture with him.
yeah, I probably do. You want me to see if I can find it? And I can
Yeah.
It's
drop-
probably on Facebook.
Yeah, that's probably where it would be. You want me to check?
Yeah,
And I
Yeah.
can I'll send it
send me a link.
it to Andrew.
Actually, we should mention
have
this. No, I said send me a link. We should mention this on MuggleCast. Speaking of audiobooks, the Tales of Beetle the Bard audiobook is out now, and
Yep.
we did mention this a couple weeks ago. It's got a big cast of people. Ivana Lynch is reading one of the tales. Who else? Marty
Jude Law.
Jude Law. He's
Well,
he
do you want me to
reads
read
the
what
Dumbledore
this
parts.
says? So this is funny though, because how it reads in the email, it says Beetle the Bard audiobook now available as mentioned on a previous, this is in the document. This features Ivana Lynch, Jude Law, Warwick Davis, Bonnie Wright, and more talented actors. And just the way that they phrased it, it's like, okay, more talented as in like more people that are also talented, or like they're more talented than Ivana, Jude, Warwick, and Bonnie.
Not the best choice of words, you're right, but I'm sure they mean other talented people, not more talented than that.
No, I know.
Than that bad actor Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis is probably the most accomplished of all of them, honestly.
Oh, for sure. I'm kidding, of course. He's not a bad actor at all.
Star Wars, baby.
I told this story
Willow.
somewhere. Willow, yeah.
Yeah.
The Leprechaun.
Well, that's true too.
Oh, I forgot about the leprechaun.
I told this story somewhere else, but I'll tell it again.
About
For
work.
for the opening. Oh, were you there?
No.
For the opening of Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, I was there for the opening of that, and they do the big grand event, and Warwick is there along with Ivana and a few other actors and actresses from the Harry Potter movies. And it opens, and then everybody goes and gets in line. So I go in line with somebody else, and we're standing there. And who's right in front of us? But Warwick Davis and his Segway in line for Hagrid in front of us. Oh, no, sorry. He came in behind us. And I'm like, what the hell? Why is Warwick waiting in line with all of us peasants. And I'm like, oh, we should tell him to cut in front of us just to be like, Warwick, you can get ahead of us, just because that'd be great to say. But he waited in line for a minute, and then I guess his handlers realized that they brought him down the wrong path, and then they moved him somewhere else. But it was really funny that Warwick got stuck in line with everybody else
You
for a
should
little
have
while.
asked if he wanted to ride the bike with you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, can I interview you for MuggleCast quick while we're sitting here in this 2-hour line?
That's nice that he didn't make a fuss out of being in line, though. You know, like some people that are famous, they're like, why am I waiting in line? So
Yeah.
that's kind of sweet that he just stood there.
Kim's backing
Yeah.
this up. He passed right in front of me in the same line. There you go.
Hmm.
Everybody was watching Warwick get lost.
And no one
Warwick
said
cut
anything.
everyone.
It's
I'm still looking for that photo.
okay.
I might not be. And definitely exists. Speaking of photos, I know, and this one's an old one. All of us at the podcast awards.
I have another goofy line story. So for the
Where do you want me
opening,
to drop it in Slack?
yeah, sure. So for the opening of Diagon Alley, again, grand opening. Everybody heads into the big ride, Gringotts, and we're moving, and then they stop us. And there's a door to the left, and then to continue on, you go to the right. They stop us, and we're right at the front of that line where they cut everybody off. And the door opens on the left, and out comes Helena Bonham Carter and her ex-husband, and she just looks at us and goes, sorry for cutting in front of us. We're like, hey, no problem. You're a star. P.S. Can I get your autograph?
Was her ex-husband Tim Burton?
Tim Burton. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just-
can never remember his name.
Just
Just
her
that.
ex-husband.
Just that iconic director.
The ex
Right.
Mr. Helena Bonham Carter.
All right. Micah sent a link. Well, this is the podcast awards. You said that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Eric
podcast.
doesn't
I don't-
understand the context of why you sent that. He just replied with hearts
Yeah,
in
he
our
would.
Slack.
It was a simpler time.
Here it is. There it is.
Oh my God. Look at how little we are. Such baby faces.
Oh my
All
gosh.
babies. All babies.
It's probably the only time all 7 of us were together,
Yep.
too.
Yeah, so that was the podcast awards in the suburbs of Los Angeles. I wanna
7? When was it?
06.
05? 06.
06.
Okay.
I think Ontario, California. It was a
Yeah.
bizarre location.
Very weird.
But back in the day,
But it has its own airport,
podcast
doesn't it?
awards. Yes, it does. The podcast awards were held on the outskirts of LA because that was before podcasts were big.
And we were just happy to be there because we were like, holy shit, we're in LA. We must be a big deal.
Where are the paparazzi coming for us? Samantha also mentions, this is probably old news, but also excellent audiobook is Hogwarts: A History, read by Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones. Yeah, that was a great call, having her narrate that.
Yeah, I love her.
Yes, my dog has been making a couple of cameos because he just got in from his walk.
Every once in a while, I see his tail wagging in the side of your screen.
Brooklyn is such a good boy.
Yeah, he is.
He is so well behaved, so mild mannered, very polite.
It's a true story.
Yeah, unlike mine.
I
There
know.
he is.
Aw,
Just stuffing his
Brooklyn.
face in the microphone.
Did he
Would you
just
like
get
to say
groomed?
anything? He did get groomed a week or 2 ago. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what a
So
cutie.
he's looking extra fresh. Oh,
Aw.
little
That haircut's got to last a while. You don't know when you're
Yeah.
going to be able to take him back.
I felt guilty bringing him in last week, but what am I going to do?
Yeah.
His hair was all over the place.
I know Jasper needs a bath, but I think I'll just have to go buy some dog shampoo, and usually I just take him.
Do it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cleansed Canella the other night. I can't say the B word because she recognizes it, and when she hears it,
She'll
it makes her
flip
very
out?
upset. Yes.
Please do it.
No, she'll like run and hide and be all
Aw.
scared. I'm not gonna.
Aw.
I
She'll
already-
lick the couch.
Yeah, probably.
She'll eat the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I think we're going to wrap this up. Sorry,
Yep.
we can't let this one go longer like the last time, but we do have to get back to work. So thanks everybody for joining, and please do check out both of our shows. We got MuggleCast at MuggleCast.com and Millennial at MillennialShow.com. New episodes every week, every Tuesday for both of them. So yeah, thanks, and hope everybody's doing well. And next week we will have Quizzitch live, probably Wednesday or Thursday. We haven't finalized that yet. And open to everybody, just like this is. It'll be over YouTube, and then you can watch us ask the questions over YouTube, and then you can play on your phone or another tab in your browser. It's super easy to do, and we are going to run it a little differently. I meant to mention that earlier. We're going to run it a little differently. It's not going to be time-based. The points aren't going to be based on how quickly you answer, because we did have some problems with that, so we're going to try something else. And the people who run the back end of this, they're also looking into it for us, so hopefully we don't have problems like we did last time. So we are working on that, and more details to come. So thanks, everybody, and hope you're doing well. Any other closing thoughts?
Just that we hope to do more of these as we move forward during these uncertain times.
Yeah. And they'll probably be joint, because why not? Half of us are on both
Yeah,
anyway. So.
exactly.
Right. Exactly.
And Laura, Pam, no more excuses in the future.
That's right.
No more errors.
We'll
Just
try.
be here. I'm kidding.
I will
over here.
try.
That thing over there.
Micah, sorry that the logos are covering your face.
Oh.
It's all good. I have to jump to a work call, but I
Okay.
will talk to
Same.
y'all,
We'll
some
end
of you
soon.
later tonight. So
Yes. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Okay.